Good morning, brush monkeys. We are back, and today we're painting the next in our series of Frostgrave witches. This is going to be the Red Witch, and you can see I've got her paints all laid out. I think she's going to go with a really nice fiery color scheme. We're going to do some inks on the transparent part there, the magic effect, and yeah, I think it's going to look really good. So I'm going to go ahead and pause and get started on that. We're going to start out with Dorado Skin for her skin tones and some soft skin wash, and then we'll go back over that with the Dorado layer and amber highlights, and then we'll see how she looks from there. Yep, see you soon. Bye. Alright, we're back, and as you can see I got the skin tones done. I got her mouth painted up, little brown rose on the lip there, a little ivory on the teeth. I actually put a little brown rose on the tongue as well, and then put a little more flesh wash on it to kind of darken that down a little bit. So I'm pretty happy with how her face looks. Her hands are kind of stumpy, but I think that's just the sculpting. So up next we're going to do her hair, and that's going to be Muddy Soil from Reaper with a Sylvaneth Bark dry brush. I think that's going to bring out all that texture. It's going to look really nice. And then we'll do her dress here in Flesh Terror's Red. Her leather belts and straps and pouches and all that, and her bracers and her shoes are all going to be Army Painter hardened leather. And then we'll do this clear effect with yellow, orange, and red ink. I think it's going to look really nice. And then her base, of course, will be Absolution Green with Niblet Green dry brush and then a Forest Green base band. But up next, we're going to do her hair, and then we'll come back and take a look at her. Alright, see you soon. Bye. Alright, so we made quite a lot of progress on our girl here, if we can get her in focus. I base coated the hair, did the dress with the Flesh Terror's Red, and did yellow ink on the transparent magic effect. That's kind of a lot that's still wet. You can see even the hair is still a little bit wet. But because none of these spaces were connected, I was able to paint all of them. Like the hair is not touching the dress isn't touching the magic effect, so on and so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and let all this dry, and then we will come back and dry brush the hair and continue on with the magic effect. It's kind of important to let that ink on the magic effect dry before I put on the orange ink, because otherwise it'll just kind of blend together and muddy up, and sometimes that could be what you want. In this case, it's not what I want, so I'm not going to wet blend them on there. But yeah, she's coming along pretty well. You can see I even painted her eyebrows, because the hair is bright red and she looked weird without eyebrows. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let this dry and take a little break, and then we'll come back and make some more progress on her. All right. See you soon. Bye. Alright, I made some more progress on our girl here. The dress is dry, so I went ahead and painted all the leather parts with Wraithbone, including her shoes and her bracers there. Also went ahead and finished the effect on the magic effect. So I got the orange and those reds in there. The tip wasn't quite red enough, so I put a little bit of the same Flesh Terror's Red contrast paint on the end there. So it just looked really good and red. And I really like how that turned out. I think it looks really fantastic. Also dry brushed her hair, you can see, with the Sylvaneth Bark to bring out all that texture. And she looks really good. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the Army Painter hardened leather on her leather bits. And the reason I chose the Army Painter leather as opposed to Snakebite leather is kind of a yellowish brown. The Army Painter is more of a reddish brown, and I think that'll fit better with the red and orange color scheme she's got going on here, that fiery color scheme. The reddish brown leather will look better on a red witch. So I'm going to go ahead and go do that, and then we'll come back and take one last look at her before I do the base and finish her up. All right, see you in a bit. Alright, brush monkeys, we've got her leathers painted, and you see what I mean about the reddish brown standing out from that, from the rest of it. I think that looks really good. I really like how that turns out. I know she's got kind of a big belt buckle on that belt, and I think I'm going to paint that with the Army Painter gemstone. It's like a metallic red. I don't want to go with gold because I think that'd stand out too much, but I think the metallic red will fit the overall theme of this character. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then paint the base. And I think the next time you see this lady, she'll be completely done. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in a bit. Bye. And there she is, Brush Monkeys, our finished Red Witch from the Frostgrave Witches box set. I think she turned out really well. Thanks for watching, and next week we'll be covering the Blue Witch. We're continuing this look at the Frostgrave Witches. So I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey Brush Monkeys, Tom here. If you like what you see, click like down below, and if you want to be notified when new videos get posted, click subscribe. And in the meantime, if you want to support us in any way, check me out on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. We're on all those platforms. If you see a miniature on the site that you want to make one of your own, hit me up on Instagram. I can quote you a price for that. And if you want any Flying Monkey Studios merchandise, like t-shirts, things like that, hit me up on storefrontier.com/flyingmonkeystudios and get all your merch there. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.